Well, well, well. We knew this was coming. After Trump tweeted out calling Don Lemon the dumbest person on TV, we knew he had to respond. And this is his response. I haven't seen it yet, so you're going to watch it with
I wouldn't normally address this. As a journalist, I don't really like being the story here, but because of
me. You make yourself the story, Don.
how important it is for each of us to stand up for what is right and what is decent, I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel starting right now.
Oh, so brave, so bold.
So President Trump is on vacation this week at his golf resort in New Jersey, but he's not taking any time off from Twitter and apparently from watching me on CNN, which he denies, by the way. I know this because he has tweeted a nasty, hateful swipe at me and LeBron James that we've
Nasty and hateful, okay. You'll see how innocuous it really is.
been discussing here. You probably read about it or saw it somewhere. I sat down with the NBA great for a primetime exclusive. That was last week after LeBron had just opened his I Promise school for 240 at-risk third and fourth graders. And during our conversation, LeBron said this.
You know, we are in a position right now in America, more importantly, where this race thing is taking over, you know, and because I believe our president is kind of trying to divide us. For him to,
How?
like I said, use sports to kind of divide us is something.
No. He didn't use it. Colin Kaepernick did. He started this whole thing with the kneeling. He politicized football. He politicized sports and entertainment. This is all on Kaepernick. Trump didn't start this. He just fought back.
I can't sit back and not say nothing.
What would you say to the president if he's sitting right here?
I would never sit across from him.
See, this is the problem right here. They don't want to have discussion. They don't want to work out issues. Trump is the president of the fucking United States. He is the only man that can execute the laws of the land. He's the only guy that can make change happen, and you don't even want to sit across from him. Either you don't care about the issues, or you're caught up in your pettiness and your bias that you won't put it aside to make things happen, even with somebody disagrees. Because maybe, just maybe, you might find common ground.
You would never. You want to talk to him?
Nah, I sit that across from Barack though.
There you go. Partisan bias right there. Just said it. It's depressing, but the Parkland kids were the same way with David Hogg. He hung up on the White House. He doesn't want to change, does he, if he's going to hang up on the one man that can actually make things happen? That's not productive. LeBron James is not being productive at all.
I'm sure that got him.
Ooh, owned.
So as we know, President Trump doesn't like anyone to disagree with him or to criticize him.
Not true, Don. It's when it's unfair and when it's stupid like that and unproductive.
So he tweeted this late on Friday night. He said, LeBron James was just interviewed by the dumbest man on television, Don Lemon.
Just kind of laugh at that one. I remember when I first read it, like, I laughed my ass off just reading that line. LeBron James was just interviewed by the dumbest man on television, Don Lemon. See, Trump knows that, like, dumb isn't really it isn't a harsh insult, it really isn't. But he puts dumbest man on television, so it sticks enough to Don Lemon so that he really gets him and gets him to react and make himself look like a fool.
He made LeBron look smart, which isn't easy to do. I like Mike.
Oh god, this is a classic Trump tweet. He made LeBron look smart, which isn't easy to do. Oh god, I love this.
Well, unlike this president who lashes out wildly at anyone who criticizes him, I have pretty thick skin.
That's strategy, sir.
And LeBron,
Anybody that enters politics has thick skin, okay? Act like Trump doesn't is silly. He just knows that when somebody punches you, you counterpunch 10 times harder. It's strategy. It shows strength, it shows fight, and it makes other people more scared to go after you. Because that's what these people want to do. They want to go after you and take you down. And you know that, Don.
James, in addition to being a brilliant black man, a superstar in his sport and a hero to his community,
And Trump's not denying any of that.
is taking the high road, which is
High road? You just showed the clip there where he said he won't even talk to the man that can make change in the country. The executive of this country, the president.
Exactly where he belongs. So since he spews so many insults so often, the president has called a lot of people stupid. Some of those people are white. But I would just like to note that
Just have to inject race on here.
referring to African Americans as dumb. Remember, this is
Oh, fuck you, Don. He calls a lot of people dumb. He called Rosie O'Donnell dumb, who's white, by the way. He called you dumb. He's not calling all African Americans dumb. I know it's not exactly what he said, but he's basically saying, oh, you can't call blacks dumb. He's not talking about race, Don. This is the problem with you people. You think everything's about race. It isn't.
America. Referring to African Americans as dumb is one of the oldest canards of America's racist past.
He didn't say that. He didn't call African Americans dumb. He called you dumb because you are dumb. And he called LeBron. Actually, he said LeBron looks smart. You could already complimented him. Oh, God.
And present that black people are of inferior intelligence.
He didn't say that.
Pretty much anyone and everyone in this country reacted. Here's what Dan Rather tweeted. He said,
Oh, because this guy's got credibility. You don't know a thing or two about Dan Rather, Google him. He did a bunch of shady shit that got him fired from CBS.
I'd much rather live in a world reflecting the values, philanthropy, and yes, intelligence of LeBron James and Don Lemon's intelligent commitment to truth and journalism.
Truth and journalism? Don Lemon? He's not a journalist. He acts like he's one. He's a fucking pundit. He says his opinion every day. He doesn't go on the ground and interview people and talk to people and report on events and investigate, things. He doesn't do any of that. He just sits in the studio, gives his opinion every day. That's all he does. How is he the symbol of truth and journalism when he's also the same guy that floated the idea that the missing plane, and I'll show this clip in a minute, disappeared in a black hole? That's not true. That's a fucking conspiracy. Don Lemon lies. He just lied now, okay? He's not truthful. He literally just lied about Trump saying call African Americans dumb. He didn't say that. So he's already lying, and you're acting like he's truthful. He's not.
The divisive, peevish lies and narrow
It's peevishness.
interest displayed by the President of the United States.
God, why did they keep turning to this guy for fucking credibility? Dan Rather is the last person you should turn to. Second last person you should turn to is Brian Williams, Lying Brian, who made up stories about what he was, experiencing as a reporter. Why do you turn this guy for fucking truth? Like, you can do better. You can do better. This guy is not a voice of authority. He has no credibility, but you turn to him because he bashes Trump, because he's one of our guys now.
This tweet from, thank you, Mr. Rather, by the way.
Fuck you. Why are you thinking somebody with no credibility? Like, somebody like Dan Rather should be ashamed to show his face. He should be ashamed that people are actually looking up to him for integrity.
Tweet is from Barbara Streisand. Why isn't Trump more concerned with the wildfires wreaking havoc across the country or the many critical decisions facing the President of the United States instead of insulting LeBron James on Twitter? Why is he constantly projecting onto others what he knows about himself?
Ooh, owned. Yeah, the left better not start talking about projection here. He can do multiple things at once, like insult LeBron James and also working out peace with North Korea, and the job numbers, which you probably didn't report on, Dom, were at 4.1% GDP, record jobs record economic growth all across the board. ISIS is on the run. Peace with North Korea is happening. He ripped up the Iran nuke deal. I could go on about all the numbers. Border crossings were way down for a significant time during his presidency. What the fuck are you talking about? That, he is doing with the wildfires. He tweeted out about that too. And that's also mostly a state issue of California. And he is dealing with that. But, I don't like this idea that you can't deal with multiple issues at once, because you can.
Ohio Governor John Kasich, a
let's turn to another cuck.
Republican who is no fan of the president, writing,
Yeah, because he's a cuck. He's not a Republican. He really isn't.
rather than criticizing at King James, we should be celebrating him for his charity work and efforts to help kids. By the way, all around, he's better than Michael Jordan. That's a fact.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know anything about basketball, so I don't know if he's better than Michael Jordan, but at least Michael Jordan said that, Republicans buy sneakers too. Let's not turn off half our audience here. And I do appreciate LeBron James' charity work. definitely would support anybody that does charity. That's great that he's doing that. I'm not going to condemn him for that, but, John Kasich is being a cuck right here as usual. Trying to weave in the middle road, and he's trying to act moralistic when he really doesn't have any more high ground to stand on.
Well, even Michael Jordan's weighing in, congratulating LeBron for the work he is doing for his local community. But maybe CNN commentator Keith Boykin, listen to this, summed it up the best with this.
Yeah, turn to your own people.
Tweet. In Trump's world, Obama, Kenyan.
What? Trump never said that. Yes, he asked, Obama, hey, if you give us your birth certificate, show us your birth certificate, we'll give you $5 million to charity of your choice. Tried to sell that issue.
LeBron James, dumb.
Well, the clip you just showed really didn't help shift, any sides there.
Don Lemon, dumb.
Yes, you are dumb, Don Lemon.
Maxine Waters, low IQ.
She is. She called for the harassment of Trump's supporters. She's literally the worst politician ever.
Black countries, shithole.
He wasn't talking about black countries. He was saying some countries are shitholes because they fucking are. Like, Cuba is a shithole. Africa, the continent of Africa's main countries there are shitholes. Some Asian countries are shitholes. There are shitholes everywhere. Okay? It doesn't have to do with race.
Black athletes, SOBs.
He wasn't talking about black athletes. He was talking about kneelers. Yes, many of them are black, but there are plenty of white people that are kneeling too.
Black tenants, unwelcome.
I don't know where that's coming from, but okay.
Black workers, lazy.
When did he say that?
Central Park 5, guilty.
If I got it correct, I think they were. I don't want to make any judgments on that, but I don't know where I remember Trump put some ad in the paper about that, but you'll have to look that up to double check that one.
Mexicans, rapists.
Oh, stop it with that already. We all know he wasn't talking about Mexicans. Jesus Christ. That was the first fucking day of his campaign. He was talking about illegal immigrants, because many of them, a significant number of them are rapists, and many illegal immigrant women that cross the border get raped. Fucking HuffPo said that.
Muslims, terrorists.
He never said that. Just because he wants a travel ban to keep terrorists out doesn't mean he thinks all Muslims are terrorists.
Indians, fake.
What? No! Oh my god, he's talking about Elizabeth Warren. Fucking Pocahontas. We call her Pocahontas because she is a fake Indian. I mean, that's pretty disgusting. She says, oh, I'm Indian because I have high cheekbones and some legends in my family that they've told me. That doesn't make you Native American. You're a fake Indian. You're white as fuck. And you use your Native American privilege to get a job at Harvard. You're fake Native American privilege, I might add.
Nazis, wait for it, very fine people.
He never said that, Don. Wait for it. You want to know why? If you read his speech, if you watch his speech, you will see Trump was talking about, obviously, the people that were at Charlottesville that were protesting the removal of the Confederate monument. Those were average Joes. There were average Joes there. If you were actually a fucking journalist, you know that. They were mixed up within the Nazis. And even on the other side, the side that was counter-protesting, there was a lot of Antifa, a lot of scum on that side too. But there were some average people that were just, fine, very fine people, to use his quotes, that were protesting peacefully. Again, not many, but that's what Trump was talking about, is that some of the people are very fine people there. Just some. Not all of them. Not the Nazis. Some of them. You gotta remember, Charlottesville was actually a protest about the removal of the Confederate monument there. But you got a bunch of fucking assholes like Richard Spencer and his crew to gather up every white supremacist and Nazi asshole in the country to Charlottesville to do a so-called Unite the Right rally, which did the quite opposite, and drowned all that out, and they took it over, hijacked it. Antifa came up and it was all-out fucking brawl, between the alt-right and the alt-left. So just stop it with the lies already. Oh yeah, but Dan Rather calls you truthful. You fucking aren't. Lying again. I'm sorry. I get angry about it because it's so disingenuous. It's so lazy. It's so wrong, and it's hurting the country.
Notice a pattern?
Yeah, a pattern of lies and misrepresentations and out of context.
This president constantly denigrates people of color.
No, he doesn't.
And women, too.
No, he doesn't do it because they're women or because they're correct. He does it because they're fucking idiots.
Congressman Maxine Waters, his new favorite target.
Yeah, she's a fucking moron, and she's encouraging the harassment of his supporters. You think he's not going to say something about that? And let's talk about all the white people he's gone after. Ooh, you don't want to make a list of that, Dom. Let's see: Jeb Bush, John Kasich, Rosie O'Donnell, George Bush. Can name every politician. John McCain. Do we have to go on, Don?
Maxine Waters, a very low IQ individual. Maxine Waters? A low IQ individual. She is a low IQ individual, Maxine Waters. I said it the other day. I mean, honestly, she's somewhere in the mid-60s.
This is funny. It's insults. It's funny.
Maxine Waters. Very low IQ. Low IQ.
But then again, this is the same man who for years tried to deny the legitimacy of America's first black president by
No, he didn't. Stop lying.
questioning over and over and over whether Barack Obama was born in this country.
I want him to show his birth certificate. I want him to show his birth certificate. There's something on that birth certificate that he doesn't like.
Oh my God.
I brought it up just routinely, and all of a sudden, a lot of facts are emerging, and I'm starting to wonder myself whether or not he was born in this country.
See, he wanted to figure out an answer to the question, which was something everybody was talking about. And it was silly, don't get me wrong, it was silly, but he wanted to find an answer to it. He's like, well, there's some discrepancies, there's some things I've heard. Like, he doesn't know. You know, let's settle this and move on.
I would like to have him show his birth certificate. And can I be honest with you? I hope he can. Because if he can't, and if he wasn't born in this country, which is a real possibility, if he doesn't, it's one of the greatest scams in the history of politics.
Yeah, Chris, give him that smirk. See, and this has nothing to do with race, because he did the same thing to Ted Cruz. And the Democrats and other Republicans did the same thing to John McCain. Because John McCain, I think, was born like a military base in, I think, some other, either in American territory or some other country, I don't remember. But the point is, it's politics. You're trying to, take your opponent down with anything you can get, any dirt. It's normal. Trump did it to Ted Cruz. Others did it to John McCain. But we don't talk about that. If he only did it to one, you could maybe have an argument. I still think it's silly. But he did it to others, okay?
And black athletes who kneel during the national anthem as a form of protest against racism and police brutality, well, they get this disrespect.
Dude, they disrespected the flag. Fuck off.
Wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag, to say, get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out, he's fired. He's fired!
You can see it's also kind of joking, too, because he's referencing The Apprentice.
This week marks the one-year anniversary of that violent and deadly white nationalist rally in Charlottesville. The one where angry white racists carried torches and shouted anti-Semitic slogans, including "Jews will not replace us."
Yes, Dom, we know that. This is a minority. These are freaks. Everybody hates them. They're stupid awful people. I fully condemn them. But you don't mention Antifa, do you? For months, Antifa was raging violence in the streets against Trump supporters and people that they were just to the left of Jane fucking Fonda. Okay, Antifa burned Berkeley to the ground. They hit people over the head with bike locks, and you didn't say a fucking word. I bet you didn't say anything. And if you did, you didn't have the level of outrage you do over this. They've been attacking people for months and nobody said anything in the mainstream media. Nobody condemned them. I know you didn't condemn them. I can bet money on that. And they showed up at Charlottesville and turned it into a total shit storm, and somebody got fucking killed, which is awful. But no, we only focus on one side, selective outrage.
The one where Heather Heyer, a 32-year-old young lady, was killed by a bigot who intentionally drove his car through a crowd that was there to fight against the hate.
Oh, so Antifa's there to fight against the hate. Can't we all just condemn all political violence, say it's all bad? No, we can't. It's good when our guys do it. You know, they're a bunch of communists. I don't see how they're your guys, but he justifies it. This is what I hate. I'm sorry, I just hate it.
But this is how this president famously characterized that.
You also had people that were very fine people on both sides.
See? What did he just say there? Like I said before, on both sides he said. Very fine people, some people. He was being very specific. All the media outlets had like totally inaccurate, totally generalizations of what happened. Donald J. Trump had the most fucking accurate, I guess you could say summary of who was there. He was so accurate. Everybody else was taking it one way or the other, generalizing it. No, he was the most accurate.
You had people in that group, excuse me, I saw the same pictures as you did.
The cross burnings are tiki torches.
Dude, he's not fucking talking about that, you moron.
They're white hoods replaced by no hoods and khaki pants. These are the very fine people in the president's eyes.
No! How many times do I have to keep saying this, you moron? He's talking about the average Joe protesters that were protesting the monument that weren't fucking Nazis or any of those racist, awful scum. You know that. And if you don't, it's because you're biased. You're not being honest here. You're not looking at the facts.
And yes, let me not mince words here. This president traffics in racism.
No, he doesn't. Why did he get more Hispanic and black support than John McCain or Mitt Romney?
And is fueled by bullying.
You can throw shit one way, but can't get it thrown back at you, can you?
From keeping children at the border in cages.
Oh my god, Obama did that and you were not outraged. Stop acting like you give a shit.
To bullying journalists at every one of his rallies and
calling them fake news and saying CNN sucks isn't fucking bullying. It's calling them what they are. I know it sounds hyper-partisan, but, you know, insults are not bullying, okay? A nickname is not bullying. And you people created that term, and he weaponized it and threw it right back at you guys, and you don't like it. He ruined your term. He used it against you guys.
Every chance he gets. President Trump is trying to divide and conquer strategy here, and here's how it goes.
Nope, that is what you guys do. I have thought about this for a while. Who's the biggest dividers in America? It's the media. The media divides people more than anybody else because they take truthful information and they filter it with bias and spin. They take information and they filter it. And that creates segments of the population that believe one thing and segments of the population believe others. They all think they're coming from the same facts, but no. There's a spin added to them, and then they all argue, bicker over nothing. And this is your fault, Don. You are not a journalist. You are a pundit. If you were honest about it, and you said, hey, I'm left-wing and I'm a pundit, and I'm Don Lemon, I wouldn't mind that. But no, you act like you're a journalist. You act like you're real news when you're not. You're biased, and you lie, and you misrepresent people, and you took Trump way out of context right there, and you lied about him. You are the problem. You are spreading lies. You are what is creating division. It is not productive. It is harmful.
Divides by race and tries to conquer decency by smearing and besmirching the truth and the people who fight to uphold it.
What did I just fucking say you did? Oh my god.
I've wondered sometimes, you've seen Chris and I've wondered if he will succeed.
He is. Donald Trump is succeeding.
If President Trump, who has his finger on he's the one who has his finger on the pulse of this country. Is he revealing who we really are?
Yeah, all America's racist, Don. You got us.
Think about that. Is this
I did, and it's stupid.
who we really are? The overwhelmingly negative response, though, to his unfair and unkind attack on a good man, LeBron James, shows that America rejects what he is peddling.
No, no, no. This is about you, Don. Don't lie. Don't hide behind LeBron. 'Cause you haven't done any charity work, I bet. It's because he called you the dumbest man on TV, which you are, and you can't handle it.
Most of America, anyway, not all of America.
Because Hillary won the popular vote, right, guys?
But what about the impact his policies have on those without a platform through sports like LeBron or through media like me?
Dude, he's fucking helping you guys. You guys are rich as shit because of Trump. He gives you so much free airtime, so much shit to talk about. Your ratings are, even though they're kind of in the tubes in some respects, are pretty high up because you're energizing the left and they love the anti-Trump shit. So he's good for your business. Don't fucking lie about that.
What about those who don't have a voice?
Yeah, how about the people at InfoWars that fucking CNN lobbied to shut down, which they recently just got shut down on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher. How about them, Don? How about them? They don't have a voice, do they? Because you guys lobbied to shut them down because they're your competition and they're effective.
What is this presidency doing to them? The kids separated from their parents at the border, the kids
Jesus. You blow that out of proportion and you weren't outraged when Obama did it.
who don't have the chance to attend LeBron's school or any halfway decent school.
Yeah, and black unemployment's at record low under Trump. He's done more for the blacks than you have and than Obama has. And that's great. It's awesome. Trump is giving so many people opportunities, so many people jobs that didn't have before. He is rebuilding the black community. It's so wonderful. I love seeing it because I want to see all people succeed. I want to see all people prosper. And he's doing it.
Parents who you can't honestly tell their children to be proud of the president of the United States.
Those parents are idiots.
The people of color who are attacked by their fellow citizens who feel emboldened to be publicly racist.
Oh my god. Racists are always going to be fucking racist. They're always going to be proud of it. Like, you know when somebody's racist when you start talking to them for like the first 10 seconds. Because that's all they fucking talk about is race. And you want to know who else talks about race all the fucking time? Is this guy, Don Lemon. You're obsessed with race. This identity politics needs to stop. It's annoying, it's divisive, and it's stupid. You separate people by race, gender, and other arbitrary characteristics. And it divides people by those things. Things that don't matter. I don't give a shit what your race is. I love people of all colors. I just love people. But when you bring this shit up, you're bringing shit I don't care about, and it keep digging it up, and all we do is think about. I don't think about my whiteness when I wake up and go, oh my god, what am I going to do about my whiteness today? No, I don't give a shit about my skin color. I don't. But you keep making it out to be like this thing that we're all thinking about, that we should be thinking about. No. Let's just think about who we are as people. That's how we come together. That's how we get along. Stop bringing up race. Stop bringing up it. It's just annoying.
Because the president is. Will the country stand up for them? We, the decent and truly patriotic people.
Oh, get off your moral high horse. You're decent and patriotic. You're doing a fucking disservice to your country by being a hack and not a journalist. You know, you act like you're one.
Really love America and
This is what gets me. When the left tries to act patriotic, say they love America. You're the people that fucking pissed on Vietnam vets. You're the people that called them murderers. You're the people that burn the American flag. You're the people that always talk about how America was never great and stuff like that. I don't hear that ever coming from the right, but I hear it from the left. Obviously, not all leftists say that. Most of them don't. I get it. But it's the only side you hear it on.
believe in its greatness.
Like I said, I bet you can find footage of him saying America was never great. I bet you can find it, or something along similar lines.
Have to. Because clearly, Donald Trump won't.
Oh God, that was rich. That was rich. Oh man. Oh, looks like looky what we have here. This is the clip I was mentioning about Don Lemon and his black hole conspiracy. Let's check this out real quick.
If it was hijacking or terrorism or mechanical failure or pilot error, but what if it was something fully that we don't really understand? A lot of people have been asking about that, about black holes and on and on and on and all of
It already sounds ridiculous.
conspiracy theories. Let's look at this. Noah says, what else can you think about? Black hole, Bermuda Triangle. And then Deji says, huh, just like the movie Lost. And of course, it's also, they're
It's a TV show.
also referencing the Twilight Zone, which has a very similar plot. That's what people are saying. I know it's preposterous, but is it preposterous, you think, Mary?
Why are you asking this fucking question? You idiot.
Well, it is. A black hole is about, you know, a small black hole would suck in our entire universe, so we know it's not that. Bermuda Triangle is often weather, and Lost is a TV show. So
Right.
I think I always like things for which there's data, history, crunch the numbers. So for me, those aren't there, but I think it's wonderful that the whole world is trying to help with their theories, and I absolutely love the theories.
I love the theory. Oh my God. Please, these comments are going to be spicy. Is this what TV is like in America? Yeah, unfortunately. I know it's preposterous, but is it preposterous? Yeah, I know. You sound like a moron. Oh God. Oh God, Tom is an idiot. He is the dumbest man on television, and this is why. Oh my God. God, let's look at the comments before we go on Don Lemon's so brave and bold stance against Trump. Oh, we gotta give it a down, but I mean, it needs some help there. MAGA. Oh, got more fucking leftist trolls. Oh my God, you're still going on about the tax returns. So old. Woohoo! Stealing the Malcolm X look, that's funny. Epic response on no, it was not epic. Brilliant commentary on a disturbing, dangerous pose. Oh, so dangerous. Yeah, we are Trump supporters. What'd you fucking expect? Yeah, impeach. That's gonna win you your midterms. Either YouTube is shadowing the good comment or Trump supporters haven't found this video yet and I'm not commenting on here. Oh God. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything spicy here, so I guess I'm gonna have to leave it at that. But yeah, that's the dumbest man on television, everybody. Don't watch him unless you want some entertainment. He is fucking stupid. It's not because he's black. It's not, I'm gonna say it again, it is not because of his race. It's not because he's black. It's because he's just an idiot. He's a partisan hack. He's not a journalist, even though he acts like one. So don't fool yourselves. Don Lemon is the dumbest man on television.